welcome to another episode of Philosophy Breakdown, where we delve into the intriguing world of ancient philosophers. Today, we're taking a journey back to ancient Elea to meet a philosopher whose paradoxes have puzzled, intrigued, and enlightened thinkers for centuries. We're talking about none other than Zeno of Elea. Born around 490 BC in Elea, an ancient city in southern Italy, Zeno was a student of Parmenides, whose philosophical views greatly influenced his own. Unlike his master, Zeno is not primarily remembered for proposing a vast philosophical system, but rather for his clever and thought-provoking paradoxes. At the core of Zeno's philosophy lie his paradoxes, which seem to illustrate the impossibility of motion and plurality. There are several paradoxes attributed to Zeno, but we'll focus on the most famous three: the dichotomy, Achilles and the tortoise, and the arrow. The dichotomy paradox, also known as the paradox of division, puts forth the notion that any given distance can be divided in half an infinite number of times. Imagine you are walking to a door. Before you reach the door, you must get halfway to it. But before you can get halfway there, you must get a quarter of the way there. Before traveling a quarter, you must get an eighth of the way there, and so on. This process can continue indefinitely, suggesting that you can never actually reach the door because there are an infinite number of divisions to cross first. It calls into question the very nature of motion and how we perceive distances. Next, we have Achilles and the tortoise, a paradox that appears to defy logic and our innate understanding of motion. In this thought experiment, the swift Greek hero Achilles races a tortoise but gives it a small head start. Zeno argues that Achilles can never surpass the tortoise. By the time Achilles reaches the tortoise's starting point, the tortoise will have moved a bit further. This will happen again and again, with Achilles always trying to reach the point where the tortoise was but never able to pass it, as the tortoise always advances a bit further. Lastly, there is the arrow paradox, which targets the concept of motion itself. Zeno posits that if we consider an arrow in flight, at any given moment during its flight, the arrow is not moving. At every instant of time, the arrow occupies a space equivalent to itself, effectively rendering it motionless at that specific moment. If it is motionless at every instant, and time is composed of instants, then the arrow is always motionless and thus it cannot move. These paradoxes do not justify common sense. They seemingly pose challenges to our fundamental understandings of time, space, and motion. They ask us to consider whether our perceptions of these concepts are in line with the nature of reality, or if there's more to the universe than what meets the eye. Zeno's paradoxes have left a profound and lasting impact on philosophy, mathematics, and physics, influencing thought and discourse in these fields for millennia. In philosophy, Zeno's paradoxes have compelled thinkers to wrestle with difficult questions about the nature of reality, infinity, and the continuum of time and space. His paradoxes have forced philosophers to grapple with seemingly impossible scenarios, pushing the boundaries of logical thought and human understanding. In mathematics, Zeno's paradoxes led directly to the development of the concept of infinity and infinitesimal, ultimately laying the groundwork for calculus, a cornerstone of modern mathematics. His work sparked debates about the nature of infinity, discussions that were critical in shaping mathematical theories. Even today, concepts used to solve Zeno's paradoxes are employed in integral calculus and the theory of limits. In the field of physics, Zeno's paradoxes challenged the fundamental understanding of motion, space, and time. While seemingly counterintuitive, these paradoxes had a significant impact on the development of theories in physics, particularly the study of motion. Notably, Zeno's paradoxes were a subject of interest for Albert Einstein in developing the theory of relativity. Zeno's paradoxes also led to philosophical arguments that impacted scientific thought and theories. His work has often been seen as a precursor to quantum mechanics, where particles can exist in many places at the same time until observed. Today, Zeno's paradoxes continue to stimulate discussions and debates across a wide range of disciplines, from mathematics and physics to philosophy and literature, demonstrating their timeless relevance and significance. They continue to fuel research into the foundations of mathematics, while simultaneously influencing emerging fields such as string theory and quantum mechanics. In essence, Zeno's paradoxes are more than mere puzzles or intellectual curiosities. They are thought-provoking challenges that have shaped the trajectory of human knowledge and understanding in profound ways. Zeno's paradoxes represent a commitment to philosophical inquiry that perfectly aligns with the core principles of Nocturnity. Just as Zeno dared to question the fundamental nature of reality, the mission of Nocturnity is to inspire our audience to consistently probe beneath the surface of accepted wisdom, to question, to explore, and to dig deeper. Zeno's paradoxes challenge our intuitive understanding of motion and infinity, requiring a mental leap beyond the obvious to truly comprehend them. Similarly, Nocturnity encourages us to expand our mental horizons, promoting growth in understanding and knowledge. The illumination of deeper truths, even if they challenge our preconceived notions, is the common thread that unites Zeno's work with the philosophy of Nocturnity. Zeno's paradoxes serve as a powerful reminder that the process of understanding and learning is a journey. The value lies not in reaching the destination, but in the pursuit itself. This aligns with Nocturnity's message that personal growth and self-improvement are continuous processes. Our aim is to inspire our viewers to embrace the journey, to confront their doubts, and to seek their personal truths, echoing Zeno's spirit of intellectual exploration. Lastly, the influence of Zeno's paradoxes on a wide range of fields is reflective of Nocturnity's principle of interdisciplinary exploration. Nocturnity emphasizes the interconnectedness of knowledge, and the understanding that learning in one area can provide insights and revelations in another. This mirrors Zeno's impact, where his philosophical musings found applications in mathematics, physics, and beyond. So, continue the journey of thought with us. Dive into the paradoxes, wrestle with the riddles, and share your thoughts. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and join the Nocturnity community, where we explore the depths of philosophy and its relevance to our daily lives.